Oh, that's not what we want. Where's the news? Here we go. Alright. It's time for news. Let's see. Go have yourself a... I don't know what help fix nausea other than medicine. Alright, so easy one to start off with. You guys probably all saw this, you probably all know about this, but Min Min got released for Smash Bros. Ultimate. She is very fun. They did it very good with her. Like, I think she transitioned very well to Smash. Does have a very particular game plan. I'm curious how she will play against everyone else, but just having on a few days with her is very good. She's very fun. So yeah, you've got Smash and you've got the second fighter pass. It's a good start. And looking forward to more. Ninjala downloads top 2 million already, which is very fast. So again, I haven't played this game. I know Genki's been playing it. I don't know if some of you guys have been playing it, but it looks pretty fun. It looks like something that can rival Splatoon. Thanks, Armin. Move this one for a bit. Discord is pivoting away from games to become your place to talk. So I don't know if you guys have seen this, that there's been some change in branding for Discord. Discord, currently as it exists, is meant to be for gaming. Well, was for gaming. There's a lot of gaming references, all this sort of stuff. But now it's looks like it's moving away. It's going to become a bit more mainstreamy, which is fine. Discord's a fantastic service. I think if it starts focusing and it goes towards sort of business stuff and adding more stuff, yeah, you know, it's not helping. Buffering every 2 seconds. No problem, Alex. You can still check me out on YouTube. So Alex, I don't know if you can hear me right now, but the likelihood is that I will stop YouTube streaming soon. But if I stop streaming on YouTube, it is because of stuff that'll happen on Twitch, and I'll talk about that eventually. But yeah, cool. So hopefully Discord moves forward and they get some positive stuff out of that. Like I said, I gotta keep moving fast. There's a lot of news, a lot of stuff happened in the past few days, and there's some stuff I do want to talk about. Play Anime Live Showcase. That's going to be a digital one. It's July 22nd. So Bandai Namco do a lot of anime games. They do a lot of like publishing, creation of games. So I'm excited for that. I don't think they've got a lineup at all, but they might have a few announcements, talk about games that are currently out, maybe new content. Cool. The Grand Blue Fantasy Summer Fest, which, if you don't know, Grand Blue and Cygames do festivals regularly. They add new content, they talk about new stuff, they do art, they do cosplay. It's very fun events. Surprised that they're still doing one, still because of COVID, but it's a live stream, but I don't know if it means they're actually doing a fan fest or anything like that. One that I'm excited about, feels like it's been a while, but we're getting the 5.3 patch for Final Fantasy Shadowbringers. Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers, the MMO. I love this MMO to death. It's my favorite MMO out there right now. And yeah, new content. They'll talk about it soon in the live letter. So we'll get a little reveals. We'll get a little hints as to some story, because the story is very good in Shadowbringers. If you've never played Shadowbringers, I highly suggest it. I know it's very hard if you haven't got a Final Fantasy 14 account, because you have to go all the way through the game. But Shadowbringers is probably peak Final Fantasy right now, and has been for the past 5 years, 10 years. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw I got very excited about this. Sinnoh Alice finally got released to the West. It's the first mobile game I've been playing in a very long time. Fun. its story's really good, the art's fantastic. Yeah, just really excited to play this game. Yoko Taro's tweet when the game came out, because he was the writer and director, please enjoy killing each other. So if you don't know, this game is about fantasy characters come to life in their books. They're trying to free themselves and do what they're supposed to do, but to do that they need to fight back, and they all have various weapons and things like that. Yeah. If you need a mobile game to play, maybe check out Sinnoh Alice. Though it's very dark. Devolver Direct is going to be back, and they're having theirs on July 11th. So if you like their weird, crazy directs, they're not for me, but if you want to watch these weird, crazy directs that Devolver Digital always do, it will be July 11th. So not very far away. So we had like a lull in news between the Summer of Games and stuff, and now it's gonna spike again. So we're probably gonna see like mid-July to early August is probably going to be lots of news. So that's why I got to keep moving. Another one, Xbox One Summer Game Fest is going to be happening on July 21st. So that's another one that I'll probably cover live if it's up. If not, I'll watch the VODs with you guys. But yeah, excited to see what Xbox One is actually going to bring to the table. This is the actual Xbox Games events, so it's the first party stuff, not like how they showed us those AAA games for some reason. So this will be the exciting one. So see how that goes. PlayStation now has a dedicated initiative for indie games. So there was a PlayStation Indies event that just happened. I haven't watched it yet. I've got to go take some time. I won't do it on stream today, but I'm going to go probably watch some indies. So we'll see what PlayStation intends to do with all of this. But yeah, considering Xbox isn't doing too much, Microsoft's not doing much. Sony's moving in. Nintendo's sort of getting there. But yeah, guess we'll see if Sony will push their indies into limelight for the first time in a very long time. This one was a bit of a weird one. Capcom planning to make a Monster Hunter that middle and high school students can enjoy. So this was just a weird comment response to someone on, I think it was on Twitter, and or it was in an article. But yeah, like we've already seen games like this because of we've seen games like this due to like Monster Hunter Stories, Monster Hunter Riders, things like that. And so World won't be coming to the Switch. That's what they confirmed. That's fine. We just assumed it wasn't going to come to the Switch. It doesn't make really much sense as a fit. However, a game like Riders and stuff like that is a reality. I would personally like to see a new Monster Hunter mainline title similar to Generations and Ultimate Generations and stuff come for the Switch, but there's a high chance that's no longer going to be a thing. But who knows? We'll probably get a spin-off of sorts. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what this is. Guess what? What's up, Fire? Crysis Remastered delayed for additional polish. So Crysis Remastered, if you don't know, is going to be coming soon. The planned release date is apparently July 23rd, but who knows with the delay. If you haven't played Crysis and the meme of Christ, can it run Crysis? If when it comes out, you kind of see it was like one of the first big ones to try and implement as much physics as possible. The rendering on it was insane. Very, very good use of technology. Like the Crytek engine back then was just crazy. Very hard to work with though, the Crytek engine. Not gonna lie, that's not a very fun engine. But yeah, pretty crazy. Where are we? So there's one that pairs with this, these two together. You go back into Assassin's Creed. Oh, cool. I don't really play Assassin's Creed. They're not really my type of game, but yeah. no, people are probably excited for the new one. I think it wasn't it's Samurai, isn't it, or something? I can't actually remember now. No, it was Norse. That's right. Microsoft reportedly stopped advertising on Facebook. So, and then there's also PlayStation suspends Facebook advertising. So these two right now are happening. So, okay, fine. That makes sense. Facebook is quite problematic at the moment. I think stepping away is a good idea for both of them. But it's a bit weird for Microsoft to do it, considering they just handed over Mixer to them, and there was like a weird like deal thing going on. So Microsoft is almost like they're just getting rid of the hot potato, and then like just cutting ties with Microsoft, like with Facebook completely. It's just a very odd situation. It's one of those things that maybe down the line we'll find more information about why they're doing this sort of stuff, or why Microsoft's decided to cut with Mixer. But yeah, I mean, I've got another article on that we can talk about too. Hey Trixie. Yeah, I don't know. Microsoft is a bit of a weird company right now. I just hope the gaming division does not fall apart. And yeah, PlayStation, that feels like a correct move for them. So, on from what I was just talking about, Mixer just saw its second best quarter ever. What's still doing that? Why is it doing that? I don't know. Yeah, second best quarter ever. And they just handed it off. So, check out this graph. I saw this. This is substantial. I don't know what happened in this time period, but holy heck. I mean, ironically, that's when I started streaming. I don't know. I mean, this is probably... Actually, I take that back. I know what it is. The cause is going to be COVID, and it's going to be more people around using their Xbox and stuff like that. But, like, they talked about the spike that they saw from COVID was not enough for them to warrant keeping it. But that's pretty substantial. I'm not gonna lie. But they still made this choice. They still made the choice that Mixer was not enough for them to keep around as a service. But yeah, if you want some numbers, they're all out there. You can check out these articles and things. But yeah, it's freaking crazy. Oh, this was a big one. So I've always been on the side of getting rid of loot boxes. I personally think they are a plague on the industry. I think they need to be very much kept under control. You're out of luck today. Okay, Alex. Keep trying if you can. Yeah, basically, loot boxes have a massive issue in the industry. And I'm hoping that they will be reined in and controlled, but UK is urged immediately to classify loot boxes as gambling. So the House of Lords stepped in and spoke up and said about that they were going to restrict it and treat it as gambling, which it should be. It is gambling. It is using amounts of money for a random chance of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Give me 2 seconds. I just want to adjust something. I'll do. So yeah, this is a weird one. Fallout TV show is apparently being in development by Amazon Studios. Kittler Films, I believe that was... Who did Kittler Films make? They made Westworld, that's right. So it's the Westworld group apparently making a Amazon show that's Fallout. Very weird. I don't know if it's my type of thing, but I feel like this is something that can work. Because because it is very much about human, but we'll see. Guess the days of the $70, $80 game are going to return? Yeah, I've actually got an article on that, Trixie. We'll get into that in a little bit. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is coming soon. Yay! I'm so excited for this. And look at this PS4 theme. This is wonderful. I was debating about getting it on Switch or PS4. I think the game does have crossplay. I have to double check that, but I kind of want to get it on the PS4 now just for this theme alone. This is very, very good looking. Also, Nintendo's usually a premium price, but we'll see. I'll see what... I don't know which yet I'm going to get, but it's a very, very good theme. IDG, other publishers are considering raising their prices. So this is what Trixie just brought up. So, there has been 2 rumors going around. Or a couple of rumors going around. One was for the Xbox price, and then the PlayStation price got more confirmed. And then both of them are aiming to be cheaper. So it looks like the initial cost for the PS5 and the Xbox One SX, Xbox SX, whatever, is going to be a lot cheaper than we anticipated. Probably like $200, $300 cheaper than people thought. But because of that, it's seeming like they might be pushing for a raise of price of individual games. Now, I don't know if that's due to how AAA are currently treating the industry in terms of making a very, very, very expensive product for how much it's selling. So they're only like, yeah, I don't know if it's related to that. It's, I don't know, like definitely profit margins. Certain games definitely needing to be a bit more competitive with their price, unfortunately. But there is a high chance we might see a price jump, which we haven't seen in some time. So, Osaki says that next-gen console production costs have increased by 200% to 300% depending on the IP. So, like, it really, that's dependent on the studio as well and what type of game they're making. But yeah, if that's what they're saying, then like I'm going to assume they're probably referring to AAA games. But we'll see. If I mean, to me, it's understandable if the price needs to go up. It means you have to buy less games. Less games need, like, it's a push and pull with the industry. Like, you can't just have bloatware. You can't have games coming out cheap, fast, and just like, it just destroys the industry. That's how it works. You need some competitive nature to it. And now it's something that I feel like this might cause a bit of that. It'll rein in to prevent the industry from like destroying itself again. But yeah, just just prep yourself for that. Games might become a bit more expensive. Oh, all right. So there's been a lot of stuff. It has been a very, very like noise-heavy month for this stuff. I'm not going to go in a whole heap of. I don't want to go into a whole heap of the details because there's a lot of stuff where companies are doing the right thing, companies are doing the wrong thing. There's some hearsay. Like, don't want to be a vocal for drama, but there's a couple that we will need to cover because they are impacting the bigger nature in terms of CEOs and stuff like that. So yeah, higher ups in Ubisoft were getting allegations. There's a couple other companies that were similar as well. And yeah, looks like they're going to rein people in. I think EA had a couple. Like, this is good. This is good. So people are standing up to say no. People are trying to get the industry to be better. This is what the industry needs. We're going to see some changes over the next couple of years, I hope. I hope this is not going to be something that just happens and then it's just they move on. But hopefully these companies stick to their word and yeah. Whether it be sexual allegations or emotional, physical, whatever it might be, like all these things, all this horrible, horrible stuff hopefully will get squashed out of the industry, at least by some. I can't imagine it just completely disappears. It's just not how human nature is, unfortunately. But if we can be better. And for some lighthearted news, Harada made a tweet. So Harada, the creator of Tekken, he, considering all the events that have been happening and everything being cancelled and all this stuff, he said he might start streaming. Just jokingly. I can't imagine you ever would, but it's been pretty hard on the FGC, as we'll probably get into. I might go into that next. But yeah, he offhandedly says, should I start streaming on Twitch? Harada's a weird dude. He's a very powerful man. Yeah, that'd be funny. Alright, so off that, what I probably should have covered before that, what Harada actually bounced that off is because of Evo 2020 is being cancelled. Full event, the full online event, all the people stepped away, all that, because the CEO, Joey Kua, has been removed from the company due to sexual allegations. Mr. Wizard. So Mr. Wizard is no longer the face of Evo. He's been removed. But companies, a whole heap of people started stepping away as soon as these stuff started coming out. And that led to the cancellation of Evo. Now, Evo already had a really rough year. The fact that they had for COVID and they had to figure out what they were going to do, and they moved to online. They probably invested and changed a lot of things to prep for that. And now the fact that it's getting fully cancelled, maybe a blessing in disguise, because it could have been. This felt like it was going to be a really rough experience. But in terms of branding, this can do some serious damage. Now, I don't want to talk too much about like people in terms of like the actual people that were hurt, because like, again, people out there were hurt, and that stuff will be handled as a separate entity, and hopefully like the industry changes. Like the FGC has just gone through a shit show in terms of the past like week, at least, in terms of all these allegations coming up, all these different ones. The Smash community is on fire right now. Like Smash Bros is just like, yeah, very notable figures doing the wrong thing. And yeah, I think that Evo, though, will find that it might have some branding issues over the next few years, just in terms of if someone like that can be in a position of power, will they want to side with them? And it was like each of them, all these companies had a statement and saying that they've chosen to step back or not be involved, and they're not happy with this and stuff. But yeah, who knows? We'll see. But a very rough time for the FGC. That's certainly for sure. In other news, we'll cover this today, so I might actually put that as one of the last ones. More fighting game stuff. If you guys are following Guilty Gear Strive's development, another Backyard Diary has come out. So this has got like a whole heap of details. I'm not going to go into a whole heap of them. Just detailing some changes they've made, some stuff that they're planning, the ideas of certain mechanics and stuff like that. Again, it kind of just feels weird. The wall break thing is still one of the biggest weird things for me, and how, like, just the flow of game just feels different. But it looks cool. Visually, it still looks good, and it looks like we will have lots of clash moments and stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll have to see. Digimon fans like myself, Digifest is coming up, which will probably announce more details about Survive, more details about possibly the next Digimon story or the next Digimon world. I think a story is in development. I'm not sure about a world, but we'll hear more about that. Usually they don't have a huge amount because they've only got a few things that they sort of manage outside of just physical things and stuff like that. But yeah. Yeah, oh, we already did that one. Taiko no Tatsujin sold 1 million copies, which is pretty cool. It's a very fun game if you never play it. I love Taiko in Japan. Going there and actually using the drums and stuff is super fun. I wish that I had a drum at home, to be honest. But yeah, playing it on the Switch is super fun. A whole heap of music on it. A whole heap of free stuff that they're adding. If you're into Japanese music, if you're into video game music, worth checking out. Very fun. I love that rhythm game. We'll do this one. So we're almost through. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition for PC launches August 7th. This is something that I feel like a lot of people have been waiting for. People have been asking for. It was a PlayStation exclusive, so it was surprising that they did this, but it'll be more people get to play this game, I guess, now. Not really my thing again. I didn't really dig the art style or that type of gameplay, but yeah, cool. Alright, so we got 2 pieces of news to finish up with, both of them I'm excited about. So first of all, we have the update for Animal Crossing New Horizons, the summer update. We can go swimming, we can go catch stuff, we can go meet this little fun boy. I'll be playing that shortly after we finish this news, and then we get to go swimming. I've already done a little bit, a teeny weeny bit, not too much, but I feel like there's a lot more stuff to do on summer islands, and I feel like a lot less to do on winter islands such as myself. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Monster Hunter World Elatrion gameplay, a free title update, has done its details. So there was a dev diary for Iceborne. I watched it last night. I was very excited. We could probably watch some of the video, but there's some nice screenshots here. Oh man, little spoilers there, but yeah. So I've got the video here. If you've never seen one of the dev diaries, put this on. So we have the dev diaries. Usually we get them to have a little sit down. We got a little trailer for Elatrion. We've already seen most of this trailer, but Elatrion is one of the black dragons. He is the first black dragon that we've had entering into Monster Hunter World. So who knows if Fatalis will follow, but he is a dragon that controls all elements. And now including water, it appears. In one of the segments, they show off he actually does a water attack. He didn't used to control water, so he literally has mastered every element now. Well, not mastered. He's literally a monster that is like radiating energy uncontrollably, and yeah. So he's very cool. I'm very excited for him. His new set bonus is an elemental one. You get elemental damage while having elemental resist. Like if you have elemental resist, you'll get more damage. It's weird. I don't know. Like it's bizarre. Hey Prince, how you doing, man? Yeah, like I don't know how effective that will be. They didn't talk about raising the elemental cap, so like I'm fairly sure the other elemental bonuses still seem a bit better. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the host, Prince. Hey Genki, how you doing, man? You still streaming? Oh, you're still streaming right now. Oh, you didn't have to come by, man. I appreciate it though. But yeah, Elatrion now controls all the elements. He still seems to have fire, dragon, and ice. He probably has lightning. It looks like lightning is still during his dragon phase, but water looks like it's during his ice phase. And I don't know, fire looks like he just explodes now. He has some explosion, and I don't know how you survive it. There's a little clip, I don't know if I can find it. Check out this explosion. They showed it off. Skaten? Judgment. So when he does an elemental shift, he does this. I don't know how you survive that. I don't know if you need like multiple elemental resistances to stop it, but that's so much damage. I wonder if you can just Superman dive it. But I thought that was pretty funny. He looks so good though. I was so impressed by this model. He transitions so well to the new model system. The armor looks amazing too, so... yeah, here's some of the armor if you've never seen it. It's very much the old armor. Like... yeah. Very cool. The new weapons, I mean, they're the old weapons, but they, again, also transitioned very well over. Very exciting stuff. But yeah, here's the set bonus I was talking about. No idea how useful that will be. It feels like it's just... I've talked about it before. In older Monster Hunter, there was a few sets that were like this, where it's like, the set feels designed to fight the monster that you get the armor on to grind the monster more, but by the time you complete it, you have already got the set to beat the monster. So I don't know if that means that we're going to get more elemental sort of base battles, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The other thing we got revealed was Frost Fang Barroth. So we saw this in the little like spoiler that we got, or the little spoilery thing at the last trailer, but damn, he looks good. Holy crap. I love this. A fuzzy Barroth. The ice on his whiskers, on his tusks. It looks so good. The art team really, really are just getting better as they make more of this game. I'm so excited. But yeah, I don't really know. He fights pretty different. He looks like he's just going to be a lot more ice ball fiery. So he basically looks like he's similar to that one that was on, was it Monster Hunter Explore? I never played that, but he still looks like he fights like Barroth. He looks like he's got a lot more ice attacks. He might need frost resistance, who knows? But yeah. I think my favorite part though was, look at this armor. Look how good this armor is. I want this armor so bad. I'm so excited for this. It's like the fur trim on a coat is my favorite thing to have as a fantasy outfit, and I can't wait for this to be layered armor. It'll take ages, I think, but it's in the game. It's going to be in the game, so he also seems to have Slugger's Secret. Like they say here, it seems to be it's a Punish Draw Sluggers set, so I don't know if I'll use it really on many sets at all. I don't find them super useful, but yeah. I don't know. We'll see if anyone finds use for that. It can be just a fun gimmicky set, I guess. Oh yeah, he comes out, he's tempered. He's an event, he's not an optional. But yeah, it means that it won't be an optional. It sounds like it's just going to be an event, which I kind of am not a fan of that, just because if you're going to grind it, means you can only grind it during a period. But that's Monster Hunter sometimes. You have a punishing draw build you update? Oh yeah. I mean, I had one for my greatsword. Just because I went old school crit draw build, and it didn't feel good. It kind of works, it kind of does work. You get knockouts sometime, but I was never a fan of it in World, because it's just, the game's too fast paced now, I feel like, to really rely on it. I feel like that longsword actually would probably benefit now with it. It has a lot more like sheath stuff. Yours is a longsword? Yeah, that makes more sense. Seems like a nice game. Yeah, I love Monster Hunter World. It's so wonderful. it's just so much fun. So yeah, not to spend too much more time on this, but I'll just go over the little other things. So the two monsters were Latrion and we're getting Frostfang Barroth. But they also added this, which is very cool, which is you can now craft Guiding Lands monsters. Fantastic. I love that. That's one of the most annoying things, is the fact that you want to just either summon a particular monster, or you're trying to grind a particular monster, and you just can't. Like, you just have to rely completely on RNG. And so I have no idea if you can do like the Elder Dragons. I would assume you would be able to. There's 7 pages worth. But yeah, it also doesn't look too expensive. I was expecting that to be way more expensive if they did that. Oh yeah, we get little floaty boys. We've got kind of like other MMOs now, where a decoration turns into a physical object that is separate to us. So similar to those balloons, I think it was, and stuff. But yeah, you can have little butterflies. There's like furball bugs. Furball, whatever. Which is pretty cool. We've got some art stuff for the house. Some little models and things. But the new fest has been announced. It is the Sizzling Spice Fest, which, yeah, it looks super fun, very colorful. It's gonna be funny because this is all very warm themed. It's very festival, but it's inside the like icy region that we're in. But inside the hub, it'll be very warm and colorful. And everything looks so amazing. I love that bird armor. I kind of want to use that helm on something. Like, yeah, you get new handler stuff. There's a little we've got your little Palico. Get a Pookie outfit. But this, look at this, look how silly this is. This was one of the funniest things in the entire stream, was just your little Poogster is an egg being carried by, I was gonna say Kukulu. Kukulu. But yeah. I also had a few more weird stuff. Some more, you can get a weird Kelby head. You're always going to run into players with these things. An Aptonoth had. You can also have Naked. Yeah, like it again, these updates are always fantastic. I think the Monster Hunter team always knocks it out of the park. They know what their audience want. They know what they want to give. And they always just seem to put 100% effort into it. So I'm super excited for this update. Feels like we don't have to wait too much longer either. We're getting free decos. Oh, I didn't cover that. So if you are playing Monster Hunter World and you want a little buff up during the next week or so, I believe we get, I think it's week or two. Every 3 days we get new decorations. Currently it's the Expert Gem, and then it'll be like each of the elements, and then I think we get an attack gem to finish. So yeah, if you're playing World on either PC or PS4 or Xbox, make sure you log in once every 3 days or so, I believe, to get your gem, just to help yourself out, because a free expert gem's very nice. A free attack gem can be handy too, and if you don't have the elemental ones as well. So but yeah, like I said, I thought that news was going to be a bit longer, and also the fact that it is, I wanted to talk about Monster Hunter. I've been waiting for this Monster Hunter news for quite some time, so you've just sort of got that as a burst thing. I was going to do it as a separate video, but I kind of want to jump into Animal Crossing, so that was just sort of an overview as we went. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the news. I'm going to be right back quickly, and we will set up some Animal Crossing. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will be back very shortly.